Today I'm about to give you a masterclass. I'm gonna be making some beef quesadillas. Well, not necessarily quesadillas, but my version of tortilla, beef and cheese, and a little bit of salsa and queso. And then we're also gonna make some chicken pasta with Alfredo sauce. And we're gonna put some spinach in there. You guys know vegetable I absolutely love is spinach. And the reason why I love spinach so much, it's so easy to cook, bro. And it has everything that I need in a vegetable, right? You know, instead of broccoli, which I do sometimes, beans, which I do sometimes, I just get spinach. I just take a handful, wash it, put it in there, and it just dissipates. Gone. And you stir it, you're good to go. But either way, let's get into it. I don't want to bore you too much. I don't want to talk too much. I just want to get straight into it while also talking about how can you make this journey easier? And that's the goal today. And when I say simple, it's one thing that you guys will see from me as I cook, as I prep. It's the main core of my ingredients are almost generally the same. And if we're being honest, we all kind of eat the same foods over and over again. And the reason why I'm saying that is a lot of people was like, oh, I do want to do this, but I don't want to, not enjoy food. And I hate when people say, I don't want to enjoy food while being healthy, because to me, eating healthy is enjoying food to its fullest. And when you put that in your mindset, oh, I won't be able to enjoy food, you'll never give yourself the ability to eat healthy to your fullest. Because enjoy food to you is, I still want to have that junk. I still want to have all the McDonald's, Wendy's, blah, blah, blah. Cool, that's enjoying food. But for me, I'm enjoying food to the fullest because I'm able to use these ingredients in so many different ways that I never run out of ideas. I can be making anything. I can make anything right now. I could be making an oven-baked, double-layered, baked ziti or some shit. But at the end of the day, it's what you know about food that will help you, make it easy, right? So through these videos, I just want to show you, empower you, give you some knowledge on just how to make this bad boy easy, man. And it starts by having a main core ingredients and just sticking with them. Because you really don't eat that much different on a daily basis, on a weekly basis, on a monthly basis. The people that always say I want variety are the ones that are always almost picky. You probably eat the same foods over and over again, just made differently. You eat chicken, probably over and over again, just made differently. You eat ground beef, just over and over again, just made differently. You eat bread, white bread, flour, over and over again, just made differently. Why can't you be the one that's making it different? But either way, what do I want to start with first? I want to start with the quesadillas. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start my ground beef first, because it is going to be my main source of protein, and it's probably the only thing that's going to take any time to cook. And then once my ground beef is essentially ready, all I got to do is mix these two together to make my sauce, lay the tortilla on the top pot, and then once I lay the tortilla, then I'm going to be able to do my thing. But I'm not going to bore you guys. I'm just going to put this in real quick, and I'm just going to skip real quick. Now we're going to season our ground beef while it's in there. I do usually do this before, but for the case of this video, we're going to do it within the process, which you can do as well too. Doesn't necessarily matter, in my opinion. Nice and spicy. I love my food spicy. And now we're just going to make sure everything is chopped down and just stir it around real quick. Beautiful. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take this bowl right here. And we're going to start making a little salsa mix. Now the biggest thing is I like to just get things already pre-made. So I'll get pre-made salsa. I just pop it in there. And sometimes with the avocado, I don't like it pre-made. But again, for the case of today, we're just going to go with wholeys. And we're going to put it all in there. We're just going to mix it together. And that right there is going to be my sauce. Oh, the plastic is still on. But going into this, and as I'm doing this, another aspect of eating healthier and keeping it simple that I believe in. Yes, you want to keep it simple in the ingredients that you have, but also you want to be adaptable in how you use them. But most importantly, you want to be adaptable in your perception of what you can actually do. And what I mean by that is a lot of people give up on their journey when things get hard. But when things get hard, that's when you should probably not do more, but give yourself the ability to do a bare minimum. But most importantly, the bare minimum that will allow you to stay consistent. So therefore, when you do get back to it, it's a lot easier, right? That's adaptability. It's like when you go on vacation. A lot of people just drop their nutrition, drop their fitness. You're telling me you're going for 8 days, you can't get at least 3 workouts in the 8 days? What, you're gonna be drunk 24/7? If you say yes, no you're not. You know you're not. You're not gonna be drunk at 4 a.m. You're not gonna be drunk at 6 a.m. all in one day. You're gonna have time to rest, eat, and recover, right? So within that time, get some cardio. It'll feel amazing for your body, especially after a night of heavy drinking. You know, if you're going for like a bachelor's party, so on and so forth, you know, and it's just about doing these little things that will help you stay healthy over a long run. And that's why I always tell people, like, the only difference between me being healthy and, you know, the way I look year round and you with the way you look and the way you want to look is the fact is I don't take breaks. I don't say I need time to not be healthy. You know, one thing people always say is I need to take time away from my health for my mental health. Motherfucker, your health is your mental health. Like, don't we realize that? Your health is your mental health. If you are out of shape and you're struggling with your mental health, that's probably the reason why you're struggling with your mental health, is because you feel a certain way about yourself and you're not living up to that standard. When you prioritize you as a being, when you prioritize your health and you put it as a cornerstone of your life, a foundation within your life, your mental health gets better. Look at that. Beautiful. That's all we need to do that day. But your mental health gets better, right? And here's the thing. I know there's certain things when it comes to mental health that, you know, we can't explain. But just the basics of depression, the basics of having low confidence. You know, the guys... Why is this not on? That's so messed up. There we go. That's okay. The guys who, you know, are 30 years old and still haven't been able to talk to a girl. I bet you if you focus on you, on bettering your language, the way you talk, the way you speak, through your health, it will better everything else. But yeah, going back to it, whenever I hear that, you know, I can't do it because of my mental health, I'm like, bro, that's exactly why you need to do this. And our ground beef, there's the recipe. Beautiful. I love that smell, actually. Yeah, we can keep you on. I'm gonna keep you off and powering you up. Alright, that won't fit. Cool. Now what we're gonna do, kind of ran out of olive spray a little bit, so but we still have a little bit in here. Maybe not. There we go. And we just need a little bit. And the reason why I want to do this is I want to make the pan hot, as well as I don't want the tortilla to get stuck on the pan. We're gonna put it on a nice medium. And this is how we do this, right? We go tortilla, boom, and then from there on, we take our ground beef, we put on top of tortilla, we put cheese on top, and then from there on, boom, take our tortilla and put it back on top. And that right there, we just wait 2 minutes, flip, wait 2 minutes, flip, and then we're good to go. I'm gonna do that right now, because that will take me a little while because I'm going to be making a lot of them and I don't want to bore you guys. So catch you in a bit. I'm going to take a pasta and we're going to lay that bad boy in there. All of it. Beautiful. Come in here. Take this and stir her up. We're going to take this and flip her around. One. You know, in terms of exercising, it's not just working out. It's more than that. It's your sleep. It's how you handle your stress, and knowing that it's not just all physical, but about, I say 50-50 of weight loss, of weight management, becoming healthier. I'll say a good majority of it is mental, man. And the reason why I say that, it's getting yourself to be able to convince yourself to keep doing the things that you know are going to benefit your health, and try to steer away a little bit less towards the thing that you know might hinder your goals, might hinder what you're looking for. And here's the thing, usually the first probably 1 month is probably, that's a lie. I'll probably say the first 3 months are the most difficult. But after you make it past those initial 3 months, I promise you, it becomes clockwork. You know, it's like when you first went to college. First semester, you're like, fuck. Or some of you were probably lit. But for most people, they're probably like, fuck, this shit sucks. And you got used to it, made friends, and now you're like, this shit lit. I want to go back. I can't wait to go back, all right? Because now is my junior year, and I don't want to be home right now. You know what I mean? So it's the same thing. Over time, that habit becomes easier. Doing it becomes easier. Understanding it becomes easier. And that's what you really are looking for. Everything is done. This is about 9 quesadillas. I'll call it quesadillas. It's my version of tortillas, like I said, ground beef and cheese. Now what we're gonna basically do is just cut them in half, so I could, put them in different containers and meal prep them, so therefore I have, know where they are for the week, and just make sure that they're portioned out evenly, right? Yeah, let's do this. It's like a cake. The difference is when it opens up, it's not sweet. It's hot. Hot, cheesy, wet. There we go. Ooh. Come on, baby. Ready? Look at that. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh, yes sir, yes sir, yes sir. Yes. Looks so good. I shot a food orgasm. Sorry. All right, let's continue. We're gonna drain this, add the Alfredo, get the chicken going, add the spinach, and we're gonna finish this up. Let's go. All right, here's my trusty handy drainer. We're gonna take the towel, grab this bad boy. Yeah, it's hot, but once you cook a while, you get used to heat. No, seriously though. Let me just drain that bad boy in there. Yeah, all of it, all of it, all of it, all of it, all of it. Don't play with me. Hold all that in there. There we go. One thing I like to do to capture the rest in there is put a little bit of water. And once you put a little bit of water, and no, it won't make it watery because you're not adding a whole cup of water. Shake, shake, shake. Boom. Nice thick sauce. The rest of the Alfredo goes right in there, baby. Boom. Now we set that to the side to be thrown out. It's the little things, fellas. It's the little things. I'm telling you, man. It's the little things. You too, ladies. That's if you don't know how to cook. Well, I feel like most women know how to cook. Shit, you better. Yes, and I mean that. You better. Like, seriously. You gotta learn how to cook something. Can't just not be able to cook anything. Because think about it. What if your man was gone for a week? You just gonna order? Spend $400 when you know you got other bills to pay? Or you gonna learn how to cook and spend $50 and learn how to prep your food? You're gonna prep your food. Now I'm playing, most are just gonna spend the money when they could be doing this, but it's okay. The ones that do it get the power over it, and that's you watching this. You don't need much heat for that. Or anyway, heat, you don't need that much fire for your Alfredo. But you're gonna let that chill in It's marinated. It's nice and creamy. It's making the sound that you want it to make. Put a cover on top. I'm just gonna let it sit. Now that one was a little crazy though, I ain't going front. Let me stop. All right, let's get to the chicken, man. Camera died on me, but we're seasoning our chicken, and yes, for everything I use red hot crushed peppers. I don't care what it is, I need it to be spicy. Even if it's pancakes, I need it to be spicy. Nah, that's a little too much. Put some onion powder, and then 1 second. You don't want that going everywhere now. Yeah, that's the color I want. Don't worry, I'm coming back. Chill out now, chill out now. And then we're gonna use some cabo chipotle. A little too much there, but it's all right. Boom. And we're gonna pop 1 by 1. Now 2 by 2. Now just grab a fucking handful and just put that bitch in there. Excuse me. There we go. Gonna mix it all together. Yup. Come on. Yes, sir, yes, sir. And now let's bring you back to the fire. Heat up, baby. Heat up. Now that my chicken is basically ready, what we're gonna basically do is combine everything together. But we're also gonna add our spinach. And again, the reason why I always like to add my spinach very last is so therefore it doesn't get, overcooked, so on and so forth. So we're just gonna go with a nice handful of spinach. Now we're gonna take our handful of spinach, put it on top of the pasta. Which is nice and ready. Beautiful. Add it all in there. I just wanna press this in. Once it's in, we're gonna stir it up. You just stir it all together. I like to do this with a close pot so I can get it all in there. And it's not hot, remember, because we let it cool. But we don't want that. Beautiful. Put it back on top. Give it some time. Nothing crazy, just low. And just stir. Now that our quesadillas are portioned out, now we're gonna basically, and this I did in 3s. So that's 3 here, and then that's 3 here. Again, keeping it simple, as you can see. 1, 2, 3. Thumbnail. All right, but now we're gonna portion out our pasta. It's probably gonna take more than these 4 containers, but we're gonna try to do our best with that. So let's go. Oh my goodness. Wow. Just wow. I love food, man. Oh my God. We're done. Chicken Alfredo, ground beef quesadillas. We got a little bit left over. I'm gonna scavenge that with a fork. So we're good to go on that. It's about to go straight to the belly. But we are good to go and ready for a great week. And just like this, man, make your life simple, make it easy. I'm showing you guys how to eat healthy. If you're not picking up game and trying this on your own, I don't know what you're doing. And if you're still looking for somebody to help you, bro, literally follow this shit step by step. I promise you, you stay with me for 6 months, a year of this, eating like this, bro, I got you. You too, girl. But with that being said, I'll catch you guys.